Can you again state your full name?
I'm sorry.
Your full name?
My full name? My full name is Mike Takashi Mayekawa.
Okay. And my name is Naomi Takeuchi, but you can call me Naomi.
Naomi?
Can I call you Mike?
Yes.
Okay. So I know that you went over some things with Scout.
Uh-huh.
But maybe we can just talk a little bit more about certain topics that you talked about.
Sure.
Does that sound good? And then we can get to know each other a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. Can I ask you where you were born?
I was born in Gardena, California.
And when were you born?
It's 1927.
What was your past occupation?
Past occupation, the recent one? I had a little business, fruit stand in Arcadia, California.
Oh. How did you like that?
Well, that was my dream, and we were pretty successful, and I enjoy it. But we closed the store, and I'm kind of regretting it now. I mean. But my age is getting like I'm 89 now, and it's time for me to take it easy, I guess.
But your dream was to be the owner of a produce stand? How did you come across that dream?
Well, I was always wanting to do it on my own, have my own store, and then, it was my sister that told me that there's one business, a produce business for sale in San Gabriel, so I went to look. I mean, I think somebody was running it already, but he couldn't make it. So it was. It seemed like I could do it, so I took over the business from him. That's how I started. It was wholesale plus little bit of retail then.
Retail? What were your duties as the owner?
What was that?
What were your duties as the owner? What did you do?
What did I do? Well, I had to do the buying for the business. That's buying produce at the LA wholesale produce market. That's what I've been doing all along up to now for another company. So it wasn't a hard thing because I've been doing it for the last 20 years already on the same thing. So I just, did what I had to do, and it's nothing new. It's just a continuation of what I was doing.
So did it come easy to you?
Yes, it came very easy because that's what I've been doing all my life,
Did your parents do that as well?
No, my parents was farming in Gardena, but the war broke out, and we were interned to concentration camp or so on in the camp.
Did you feel like the food at the concentration camp was not as good as the one at home?
Did I feel, discomfort or something?
Did you miss the food at home when you were in the concentration camp?
No, they had a cafeteria there. They had a cafeteria, and we all, during the lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, we all went to the cafeteria to eat.
And you made a lot of friends there?
Yeah. I was still 15 or 16 years old, and they had English school there, which we attend to during the day, like the regular outside school, whole 8 hours, I think. And then we come back from school, and then we were, the camp was like divided into blocks. They call it block. And then we were in block 4. And then we all, same people.
Was there any intermingling between the blocks?
What was that now?
Did you ever see the people from the other blocks?
We played sports. We had our own. Each block had their own team, so we played against the blocks. So it made it pretty good.
What sports did you play?
Well, mainly it was baseball. It's softball. And then that was the main sports, and a little bit of basketball and football.
Was it fun or was it competitive?
It was competitive because the best team were recognized as the champions. There's there was a competition, and then like any sports, we try to accomplish the champion or whatever,
Did you enjoy the schooling there?
School, did you say?
Mm-hmm.
School is, we had English teachers, and then it was just like outside school, each period had different classes and teachers. So there were no difference than the outside school.
Did you have friends of all ages or just your group, your age group?
Asian, did you say?
Your age group?
Oh, yes, age group, yes, like the regular school in the outside, 8th grade, 9th grade, like that.
I heard that from the past video that you were also held temporarily at the Santa Anita racetrack.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Then,
where did you stay inside the racetrack?
What was it?
Where did you stay inside the racetrack?
In the camp, you mean Santa Anita? That was just a temporary thing.
How long did you stay there?
Oh, I don't really remember, but about as half a year,
Oh.
Then they send our family to Arkansas. They call it Lower Arkansas.
Mm.
And then that's where we were for about 3 years.
My grandma was also held in the Santa Anita racetrack.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And then which camp did your folks go?
I want to say that they were still in California.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not sure which one. It might have been Mount
Manzanar?
Another one. I have to ask her.
Uh-huh.
But do you think that your experience in the camp was different from that of your parents?
That of outside world? Did you mean?
Your parents and your family?
It's it's a little different because they gave us a room, 2 rooms, because I had a sister and my mother and dad, So they gave us 2 rooms for our family in the camp, and then it's different than outside because it's not really free, There's a camp, is a camp, there's certain areas you could go and that's it. You cannot go outside the camp,
In what other ways were you restricted?
Well, yeah, I'm very sorry,
No, it's good that you're letting me know when you can't hear me.
What was that?
It's good that you're letting me know when you can't hear me. I was just asking you, how do they restrict you besides the location?
How did they restrict us? Well, if you're outside in the world, you could get in the car and drive around or whatever. But in the camp, there's a certain area for the camp, and that's the only place you could go around, And they were all made into a blocks. They call it blocks. And then we were in block 4, and there were about 25 blocks in the whole camp area. And then we went to school during the day, and then I wonder if we came back for lunch, then go back to school again, and then there's not much things to do except there's a block, but in the block there's a barrack. There's about 12 barracks in the block, and then we have a lot of same age people in the block, so all we did was play in the like a baseball or thing like that, or do something among friends, of the same ages. Huh?
Are your memories from that time really strong?
My, there's a lot of memories, but it's about the same thing every day, huh? you know, we go to school, but because I was 15 years old, and I was in the, what was it, but 9th or 10th grade. It's the school and the activity was more. If you're outside the camp, well, I'll be helping my family on the farm, but in the camp I would just play around, huh? Nothing to help the family, so study or play sports. That's about all we did,
Did you feel distanced from your family or from your parents?
No, we all slept in the same barracks, so there wasn't much different. We were always meeting each other.
We can go back to talking about your experience with the produce store. Do you still grow produce at your home, or no?
Do I?
Do you grow any produce at your home? Or
right
no?
now?
Mm-hmm.
No, we're in the residential area. There's no farming area, so we just retired and right now watching TV like anybody else, I guess, huh? TV and go see some sports, I guess, Dodger games or something.
Are you a Dodgers fan?
Not real big, but yeah, they're a LA team, so I just kind of feel like I want to be known. I mean, that's my team, huh? Or something like that.
I also heard that you had lived in East LA. Is that true?
East LA. I was living there.
Mm-hmm. What was your neighborhood like?
What was?
What was your neighborhood like?
Oh, that's it's different now. We were living in City Terrace, and then that's all mostly Spanish area, and then it's not a real good area, but we were all there for a long time. Then as my children grow up, they kind of moved out the house and Well, after the business, I we moved to Hacienda Heights. That's where I'm at right now.
Whose decision was it to move? Whose decision was it to move to Hacienda Heights?
Who
decided in your family to move to Hacienda Heights?
Well, my oldest son was living in Hacienda Heights, so my first thing was to be close to him and look around Hacienda Heights, and that's where we are.
Do you get to see him often? And how about your other kids?
They're all married, and they're all in the Hacienda area. My youngest one is in Walnut, and then I have a daughter. She's about 5 minutes away from where I live now, just around the hill,
How often do you all get together?
About once a week.
What do you do together?
Mainly we eat lunch or dinner, and that's about it.
Do you cook the meals, or do you go out for lunch or dinner?
Both. It's about 50-50, huh?
Are there any traditions that you wanted to pass down to your kids?
No, we got rid of our business, and they're all on their own. They have a job, so.
What do they do?
One of them's working for Xerox. Well, the oldest one has, he's retired, kind of, and then June is a teacher at the school. That's my daughter. She's a middle one of the family.
Do you have
3?
And what are their names?
What are their names? Jack is the oldest boy, and June is my middle daughter. They're all married, so. And then George is the youngest one.
Do you think that it was important for the language for Japanese to be passed down to them, or no? Do you want me to repeat?
Huh?
Do you want me to repeat? Do you think that it was important to you to pass down the language, Japanese language, to your kids, or no?
Pass down
Japanese language or tradition?
Well, they're pretty good in Japanese. Because my wife is from Japan, and that's how they communicate in Japanese, so they know quite a bit of Japanese, language.
Do your grandkids also?
What was that now?
Do your grandkids also know?
Oh, grandkids, no, they don't speak Japanese at all. Mhm. Just here and there, huh? The main words, I guess.
Do you wish they spoke more?
Gee, I don't know, huh? Because they're so busy. They all they all have a job, and yeah, I wish they could learn a little more Japanese, and then
But you have a strong connection with all of them?
See, I never can get. I'm sorry,
have a really strong connection with each of your kids and your grandkids?
Strong a connection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's I really want to be, and trying to take care of them if the things I could take care, yeah, they all respect me pretty good, and they listen to what I tell.
What do you tell them?
Well, do your best, kind of thing. Don't take everything seriously, or something like that kind of idea, huh? And then do what you can the best way you can, and then then I guess they'll be awarded later on, or some kind of thing like that. Be real honest, and try your best on everything is my idea.
Those are all things that are really important to you?
Hmm?
Those are all really important to you?
The kids?
The things that you tell them?
Important to me? The thing I tell them?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I believe in.
Have you ever felt like you experienced racism towards you?
Race?
Do you remember anyone ever being racist towards you?
My kids?
Anyone.
Racism? No, they try to get along with everybody. Is that what it is? Yeah. No, there's no in United States. America. There's all kind of nationality. You gotta treat everybody the same way, huh? you know, there's no other way you could go. There's too many different nationality living here. If you're in Japan, there's only Japanese, and nowadays it might be a little different, but so all you have to do is be strong in Japanese culture. But in America, Jay, I think you gotta be more evenly you gotta think what the other people is trying to tell you, then if you don't like it, you could tell them, but in other words, we all have to be equally I don't know how to say it. That's how I was brought, because I went to a school here, and there's all kind of nationality in your class, and then everybody is the same way. I mean, the thinking has to be same with every nationality, and only what's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong, That's about it. That's what I think.
Did you have a lot of friends of different races? In school?
In school, in business, in anything. Some of my best friend is Caucasian. My accounting people is Caucasian, and they're my best friends right now, because I like their heart. I mean, I like the way they treat me, and that's what's the main thing, If they treat you right, that they're your friends. That's how I take it, and they're real good to me.
Do you still talk to them a lot?
Oh yeah, well, my accounting is he's my best friend right now.
How did you meet him?
Well, when I started the business, he came with the business, and then I'm just going with him all the way, and then we go to lunch, and like he comes to my house, and we were real good friends. And then he tells me what to do on the bookkeeping wise, or accounting wise. So yeah, I like him real lot.
Do you have a lot of friends here in the center too?
Here in
the community center?
Oh, community center? Yeah, some of the, I know them through the business, like Shisato. He had a restaurant but a block away from me, so I know him real well. And then Tina, I know her because she used to come to our store, you know.
So a lot of the people that you know and are friends with were customers at your stand or your store?
I don't know how many, but yeah, I know quite a bit.
Let's see. What has been a really important event or experience that you've had in your life?
My best experience. Well, that's it'll be going into business and then it went like what I wanted to go. You know, the business went like what I wanted to go because I had it all planned, and then how to run the business and how to keep the business going, and then what's the best way for it. I had it all planned and I did it the way I planned it, and then it worked out just fine. Everything was, everything went like my plan. Yeah.
What were the challenges that you faced?
It'll be hanging on to the customers, huh? You know, how do you hang on to your repeat customers? That's the very important part of the business, huh? On any business, I think you have to know what the people want, and then you have to give what they really like to be, and how the business should be run. They should like the way it's run, huh? And then that's how it went, you know.
What were your strategies in satisfying your customers?
Well, I was in the produce business, and then I would get the best I could find, you know, best quality and best tasting and best everything in each item, you know, and then that's how I operated. Get the best you can get, and then sell it the least you could sell. I mean, you know, and pricing is very important. And then they would always repeat. I mean, they would always come, you know, twice a week or so to get my stuff, you know, because they enjoyed the taste and the quality and everything. And then the pricing comes later, huh? And it's not extremely expensive. So that's the way I ran it, and then everybody liked it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna pause the recording, and then we can take a really short break.